What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We're back again with some more Pyre Rumble action for the championship series of the Super Pyre Rumble, and today we're talking about yet another character that I did pull during the 8th anniversary Sugo Fest, which I haven't had much of an opportunity to use yet, and that character is KINEMON DENJIRO. So this is a free spirit squad that we have today. We'll talk about the team in just a moment, but let's just jump straight into it, talking about what this character actually does. So his Rumble ability is going to give your free spirit characters level 6 attack and HP, which is a fantastic Rumble ability, but then also provides a level 5 recovery up for your Psi allies. Bit of a weird one there because I can't think of many characters that are both Psi and free spirit that actually do a recovery based special off the top of my head. So a very odd Rumble ability there. I just would have preferred if it was just defense up or just, you know, give all of that to free spirit. It's just very, very bizarre, you know, Rumble ability. And then 27 CT, they target 2 enemies for 2 times attack. And then they give your free spirit teammates level 5, 500 should I say, interval auto healing, which is okay, but then gives your slasher characters level 8 attack, level 8 speed, and level 8 recovery. So I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't like the fact that this character has a Rumble ability that is free spirit centric, but yet they have a slasher boosting special. It's just really weird. Like, just make the whole unit slasher focused, the whole unit free spirit focused, or make the whole unit for both classes. It's a very, very bizarre design that they have for this unit, but I think he should be a pretty okay addition to the free spirit squad. So as for the squad itself, we have V2 Odin, who has great synergy with Free Spirit. He's legit like one of the best characters in Pirate Rumble, for sure. And we've got Luffy Crew, because if you're building a Free Spirit team, you pretty much want Luffy Crew. He's pretty awesome. And then we've got Ace and Sabo. Now, some people may say, you know, you could use Ace and Yamato, and while that is completely true, this team doesn't have a lot of defense. And luckily, Ace and Sabo have a lower CT than Ace and Yamato. They provide defense with their special, and also with their Rumble ability. So I felt like that made a lot more sense to use them, rather than Ace and Yamato, even though Ace Yamato can do a lot more damage than Ace Sabo. But I felt like for the team's sake, I think that this is going to be a better option. And then for PvP rare recruits, Free Spirit doesn't really have a lot of good ones, aside from, like, you know, Otama and Rebecca. Outside of that, there isn't really a lot to go off of. So we've got Law, who's another Free Spirit unit, and we've got Whitebeard, who is a pretty good end game damage dealer. So that is the full team composition here. And I guess let's see if we can find some enemies to take on. I'm not super confident with this team, but of course, we pulled this guy. Let's go ahead and see how he goes in Rumble with a full Free Spirit squad. Alright, so we've seen this really defensive strength team here, and this actually is a pretty worrying team. You know, you got Jack and Rayleigh, who are very good in terms of bulk, and then you got great offense with Ace and then Luffy and the Straw Hats, especially if their Luffy launches and gets all of their characters to attack. That definitely could be a bit problematic for us because our defense is not great. We do have to be very careful though, because Jack is likely going to be launching pretty quickly, and Jack providing the additional health cuts to us, and then if they do damage on top of it, yeah, that could definitely be a bit of a problem. And you see, look at our stats across the board here. They seem like pretty mid. I mean, our defense is not super high. We've got pretty good attack and HP, but of course, a lot of our specials here have buffing effects where we buff our character's attack. So the later the match goes, the more damage we should be able to output, and this is exactly what I was afraid of. Jack coming in with pretty substantial health cuts to start things off. Luckily, we get Odin. If we could bind the Luffy crew, that would be awesome. We actually did bind the Luffy crew. That's very, very lucky for us here. Alright, so we're about to get all of our specials here, which is good. It would be nice if Otama could launch again so we could get a bit of recovery, but we're getting the defense there from the Ace and the Sabo character. Hopefully we're able to tank this from versus Ace. We just unfortunately lost Ace and Sabo, which sucks, but luckily Luffy crew is going to go, which actually did proc the revive of the enemy's Luffy crew, which is great for us, and hopefully we can get, yeah, here we go with the KINEMON DENJIRO. Unfortunately, no knockouts, but hopefully that recovery can come in clutch. We do have Otama launching, which is going to give us a bit more recovery, making sure that we're a bit more stable. Recovering Luffy crew is a really good option, so luckily we have that. We only have 3 defense right now, and it's crazy that they're already getting the Rayleigh to launch. Rayleigh has so much HP left too, but luckily we got rid of Luffy crew. So at this point in time, the only character that's really going to be a problem is going to be Ace. He's like the only guy I'm super worried about because he does do a lot of damage when he launches. You got to watch out for this Law though. Yeah, that still did a pretty decent amount of damage there. So hopefully we can get a knockout on that Ace. That's going to be a big problem. The defense down is going to be huge for us. Unfortunately, KINEMON DENJIRO just missed out on launching their special. Hopefully we can tank this. Oh my god, that was so much damage. Luffy Crew is barely alive, and I don't think he's used his revive proc yet, so that's actually kind of clutch for us, and that's actually going to put everyone at the top of the order, or at least it's going to put Law at the top of the order. This is actually really, really close, and he just missed his special. Oh, that would have been so clutch if we got it. Alright, Whitebeard, please knock out that ace. Okay, ace is gone, so now we pretty much win. I don't see a way in which we lose this from here. Yeah, we're good. Damn, that was a lot closer than I really hoped. And, I mean, look, if this team had, like, Final Tap Kid on the bench or something, we would have been in big, big trouble. And that's the thing, like, and that's why I didn't rate Free Spirit that highly on my Rumble tier list that came out last month, is that Free Spirit, while they're pretty decent offensively, defensively they're pretty bad. They're similar to the Slashers. And I mean, that's the case with a lot of class-based teams, is they don't have a lot of good bulk, which is a bit of a shame, because, like, Free Spirit is a really fun team, but yeah, they really don't have a lot of bulk, which is unfortunate. Okay, so this is a pretty simple team to take on in a lot of cases. Normally, I would be using like the Free Spirit team with, you know, Wano Law to just severely debuff the Driven class. But hey, this is going to be really nice to do that mirror match. We're going to be doing, not really a mirror match per se, but you know, we have the opposing sides, Free Spirit versus Driven. This is what it's all about. So we have the good guys versus the bad guys, right? Let's see how we go. Alright, let's see. I think that this should be a pretty okay match. I am worried about Capone Crew because he does provide a lot of additional bulk. And of course, Doflamingo. Doflamingo does do damage through defense with a part of his special ability. And I know that V3 Blackbeard can also be problematic. And I know that Page 1, they can definitely do a lot of damage too. I believe they buff their attack as well with their special. I can't remember exactly. So Otama is going to be the first character to launch, which is pretty typical here. And Odin is all ready to go. That is fantastic. Hopefully we get a couple knockouts. We don't, but we get an action bind on ulti Page 1. So that's not as much action bind as I would have hoped. So they go guard rate up and attack up. Capone Crew is going to launch, which does, what, 1500 fixed, and is that blowaway percent up. Okay, you know, whatever's cool with you, man. We actually knocked out ulti Page 1, actually. That's pretty good. Oh, we knocked out Dofi. Oh, that's even better. Oh, it's just a wrap. Yeah, this is a wrap. This is a complete wrap. Okay, and then Kinemon Denjiro getting the double knockout. They didn't actually do that much damage. They had 32 attack, and they only did like 3,000 damage. That's really not that much. I mean, they only do 2 times their attack, but it's really not that much damage, which is a bit unfortunate, to be honest. And then, I mean, this was a whitewash. I mean, this was a pretty simple match. A lot of teams could get through the team that we just took, of course. But I mean, it's kind of cool to see the Free Spirit versus Driven. I really wish class teams were a lot better than what they currently are. Just color teams have so much going for them that it's just the only real way to go. Like, there's no real class teams that I would really suggest people to be running right now. I definitely think color teams are still the way to go for quite a while, I would think, until we get more PvP Rev recruits and more Sugo Fest exclusives that are solely focused on one class. Until then, I think we're sticking with color teams, to be honest. Alright, so the next match is, we have a mono quick team, and a little bit of an odd choice that they'd put Brook on a defense team. He's definitely not a good character to put on defense. The rest of the crew is very good though. You know, you've got Kaido, Akainu, which are pretty typical. You've got Izo Okiku, which is okay. Probably not the best defensively because of the debuffs that they provide only to strength. But Cracker is still a really good choice, giving them the CT increase to his team, which is pretty annoying, honestly. But let's see what happens. Let's see how this kind of progresses. Again, this is kind of like a good guys versus bad guys kind of team in a way. So let's see what happens. Brook can still do really cool things though. I mean, the haste, the 100% haste to like 2 or 3 of your teammates is pretty incredible. So if that works in their favor, that could obviously be a little bit of a problem. Kaido launching first, doing decent damage, I would say. And then unluckily, Odin did just miss out on using his special. That would have been really, really nice if we're able to get that. Akainu already launching for them is going to be kind of problematic. It did knock out the Otama, which is not really a surprise, but we don't have a lot of HP left on our characters. That is a little bit alarming. So we're going to use the special of Kinemon Denjiro, a little bit of damage. That hopefully that healing comes in clutch, but again, we'll see. Here's the Ace and Sabo, again, not knocking out anybody, but we do get those buffs, which is going to be kind of nice. Luffy Crew is going to launch, though. Is that going to whiff? Are you kidding me? Wow, dude, that is so unlucky. Why the hell did he go all the way over there? That is incredibly unlucky. You guys have no idea. That actually may be the reason why we lose this match. That could be a bit bad. Okay, luckily Ace and Sabo are barely holding on. That's incredible. Okay, Rebecca Toy Soldier, we really need that defense down right now. Oh, we actually knocked out Akainu. That's really good because he was very close to launching that special once again. I mean, at this point, I think we're still okay. But, I mean, that was still scary. The fact that Luffy crew completely whiffed, man, that is such a shame. Okay, KINEMON DENJIRO are ready to go again. Law should be ready when he comes up. Luffy crew actually will be ready as well. That's going to be huge, but we're going to get the double knockout, finishing with the man of the hour, KINEMON and Denjiro. So there we go. I really wish that KINEMON and Denjiro, instead of giving like a level 6 HP up, I wish it was level 6 defense. I think that would have been way better because, I mean, there's already a lot of free spirit characters that can already provide a lot of HP. That defense would have been a much better stat that this character could have provided instead. So in summary, what is my opinion on KINEMON and Denjiro in Pirate Rumble? Well, I think that their Rumble ability is pretty solid. I mean, they give you pretty substantial stats, and their special ability, I think it's just okay. I think the healing that they provide is pretty bad. I think an instant heal would have been more beneficial to your crew rather than an interval healing over time, just because at some points you guys would have seen in the match, we got our HP pretty low, so I think that getting instantaneous healing would have helped out a lot more, and I do think that the damage is definitely a lot lower. I mean, we see characters like Yamato, and yeah, Yamato is a Super Sugo Fest exclusive, but the two characters that she targets for her attack, they do so much damage to them. But then you've got KINEMON and Denjiro, which don't really provide that much damage to the enemy, which is a bit of a shame. But I think overall, it's just the class thing in general. I think class teams in Rumble are just a lot more underwhelming than what we have currently for type teams, and I think it's going to be that way for quite a long time until they start changing the release schedule of characters or changing the design of some characters that get released, because currently class-based teams are just not holding up against color teams. There's too much good synergy in terms of attack, in terms of defense, in terms of everything. So overall, I think he's a solid option. I think the Free Spirit team is like good, but it definitely lacks compared to some of the other top teams that we currently have in Pirate Rumble. But that is going to wrap up this video today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But on that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.